Hello, how are you? This is Dan Molloy. I'm president and CEO of Molloy Sales Development Group. I'm creating this little screen capture video for you to show you how to use, how to get into, how to use, and some of the features and benefits of SalesMaxPlus, which is revolutionary software we've been developing over the last few years. Okay, so let me show my screen. Here we go. How to get to SalesMaxPlus, step one. Okay, point your browser to molloysales.com and you come to this website. When you get to the website, very simple, go to client login, click on client login, and then you have three options: Call Max Plus, Sales Max Plus, Online University. Call Max Plus is where we collect all the calls. It's a fabulous call tracking application. Call Max Plus distributes or provides the calls for analysis that we do in SalesMaxPlus. Okay, so you click on login. All right, and now I'm going to log in as a new client. So I'm going to get put in the email address and also the password. We've done this a million times, all of us, right? Now we're in. Okay, and I'm just going to walk through what we see here. You see your little control panel up top, and what we're looking at is a log out screen, reports, calls, and tagged calls. Okay, these are raw calls. These calls have not been tagged, but you can tag calls. I'll show you what does that mean. It means that you come down here and you see all the calls. These are raw calls coming in every day, right? And we study this a little bit. You see the name of the company, right? Where the call is coming from, the JNR Automotive, the web, right? We see the date, the timestamp, how long the call is. Okay, cool. So we also come down here. Now this is data that's brought in automatically by the CallMax Plus application, right? Caller ID, caller phone number, date and time, duration, ring duration also. Okay, and then for us to fill in the rest of the information here, we click on Waveform Editor, and we can play the call right from here. Boom. I'm not going to play this right now, but you can see the call as it is being processed right here. You can listen to it. As the call is listened to, all right, we tag it. Okay, what is the call about? Who answered the call? Is it a sales opportunity? Really important to understand that, right? Who's the salesperson? Sometimes the person answering and the salesperson are different people. What's the customer's name? Sometimes the caller ID and the customer, two different things, right? So we want to make sure we get this. They might give you a different phone number than the one they're calling in on, so we capture that. Have they visited before? Important. ICIWIT stands for I can help you with that. And powerful move. What's the energy level? Who asked for the order or appointment? Really important. It can only happen two ways, right? Either your sales staff asks for it. Your sales staff, it's really a question about who's making a commitment, the sales staff or the customer. Okay. Choice close. Yes or no? Did they offer it? Did they make an appointment? What's the date of the appointment? Is follow-up required? Really important. Follow-up date, right? Who's the evaluator? And now I'm logged in as JNR Automotive, so I show up as the evaluator. That means I'm the one doing the tagging. If we tag calls for you, then it would be someone on my team, expert for tagging. All right. Now you can tag calls in here. If you're using the system, you can tag calls. They will your tagged calls will not affect the statistics. It's set up like that by design. All right. If we find a missed sales opportunity, we hit send alert right here. We send it, it goes right out to your smartphone automatically, or the manager's phone, or email, however we set it up, however you want it. Right. So some other fields of data. Product, money, time, commitment. These fields get populated automatically when we turn on the speech analytics piece of it. It's not turned on at the moment right here. We enter notes in here. So now after a call has been tagged, let's go over to the tag calls area. After calls have been tagged, they take on different characteristics. First of all, you see this is a call, it's in yellow. This is a missed opportunity. That means that the commitment was not exchanged for the customer to come in. Usually follow-up is required, okay? When you open it up, you can see follow-up is needed, yes. The follow-up date is tomorrow. The evaluator is Brian, he's on my team, and these are the notes that Brian put in. Very copious notes. He's really good at that, okay? Customer will talk to husband and call back. Well, we put this in follow-up. It'll show up in your follow-up report, which I'm going to show you for follow-up, because if they don't call back, you can't leave it up to the customer to call you back. It's got to be managed, okay? So we do that. Light green means that the appointment was really was made by the customer. The customer made a commitment to come in. You didn't have to do anything, okay? There's another color, a darker green color, which I don't see here yet because we're just learning that. Dark green would mean that the salesperson made the commitment to take care of the customer. So the appointment, people are going to show up one of two ways. The customer makes a commitment to come in, or the salesperson makes a commitment to take care of the customer at a set point in time. That's the only two ways this happens. It's the only two ways people show up in your business, is because there's an exchange of commitments by the salesperson and by the customer. Boom. And the question is, who's generating it? Who's causing it to happen? That's what we measure here. That's closing percentage. Right? I'm going to show you that in a second. So you can come in here and listen to calls. You want to listen to, here's a tire call. You open it up, you know it's a tire call. You click here, you listen to it. Boom, that's simple. Okay, you want to listen to specific types of calls? Type in here, retail tire price requests. Boom, hit step 4. Every call in here now is a tire call. Very simple. You want to listen to calls by a specific salesperson? You type their name in here. Boom. Now here's calls by the salesperson. So you can have nice meetings like this, right? You can listen together. Really important. Okay. That's all for now right here. You can pull them up. Actually, you can also pull them up by individual operators if you want, and you can do it by date range. You can sort. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Okay. You can also do it by location. Right now, there's only one location for this company. But if you had 10 locations, you can pull up calls by different locations, obviously. Now we go to reports. Click on report, okay? And we're going to look at all locations for this client. We hit go just to make sure we're going to get to all locations. Now, here's what we want to look at right here. Disposition, daily sales follow-up report, locations. If you happen to have more than one location, you want to click that. Employees, IkiWit, choice close. You hit go and it's going to pull up calls for this month. Okay. Now under contract to our clients, we tag a certain number of calls, and this client's, we're only into the 10th of the month. We're going to do 100 calls for this client for the month, right? So you're looking at, right now we're up to 34. So it's the 10th of the month. Boom, we're right on pace to do 100 calls for them. We plan it out. But what I'm going to do now is just pull up year to date and show you what it looks like. Okay, then I'll show you another client as well. But right now, so for this particular client, we've analyzed 190 total calls, overall closing percentage 57%, which is about normal for the industry, just starting out. Okay, and we're looking at here is a customer close rate of 56%. So this is how you use this tool to analyze what's going on. Right, and this company is just starting with us, so the employees are not yet commitment oriented. In terms, not that they're not committed, they are committed, I'm sure, but the point is that they're not expressing their commitment to the customers just yet. When they do that, it'll show up in this column, the employee close column. Right now, the customer's making most of the moves. Okay, it's normal. And over here, where we measure, I can help you with that, and choice close. This is how we form commitments, by making a declaration and time element. That's how it happens. All right. So let me go down a little bit. We'll scroll down a little and look. So this is the salespeople. These are their individual closing percentages. Okay, and we scroll down a little, and we see now these are what I call the recurrent sales conversations right here. This is what brings the money into the business. AC requests, alignment requests, battery requests, brake requests, cancellation, customer service, flat, let me see, on hold, hang-ups, retail price request, where's LOF price request, and then for each product category, service, right? Each product category, you can look at the individual closing percentages. Again, the closing percentage means that the commitment was exchanged for the customer to come in. That's key, mission critical. All right, let's go scroll down a little bit more. Scroll down, you see if you had a list of stores, the stores would all be listed right here. Again, this is just one store. Now, these are the missed opportunities that we found. And these get sent out every day to the service advisor, the manager, the owner operator, wherever you want them sent, we send them out so that the salesperson and the manager can discuss this opportunity. This is follow-up, all right? This is what we're doing. Everybody gets missed opportunities, everybody. We find them, we send them off to you so somebody can follow up. A lot of times the ball is still in the air. We don't know. Maybe the customer said, I'll call back, or you guys said, I'll call you back, one or the other. It's got to be managed, otherwise people forget. Okay, so this is how we do this. Now, you can download reports here too. You can click right over here and just download this data. And as you get more and more and more data, it gets to be more interesting because you can look at trends and you can look at things on a month-to-month basis. Really powerful. Really powerful. I'm going to log out and I'm going to log in again as myself, and I'll show you another company real quick. See, now I'm logged in as administrator, so I get to see all the clients that you don't. So just look at, I'm going to show you data from a company that's been doing this for several years. Okay, disposition, daily sales follow-up, employees, locations, IQ. I have some other fields I usually don't look at it. We can. It just sometimes you get so much data, it's easier to keep it. I like this view. It keeps it to a minimum. So this is what's happening this month at this other client. Okay, and you see over here it's all filled in now because they are a commitment-based organization. They're saying I can help you with that, and they're offering choice closes all the time. Right, really powerful. Then here's their products and services. Okay, 44% on tires. It's up quite a bit since we started this program. Okay, here's their store information, closing percentages by store, and again, here's their missed opportunities. And you see here, you got, yes, an alert was sent out. An alert was sent out. These are alerts. We do it all the time. Alerts are sent out. Watch, I'll show you. Let's do last month. We'll have more data in there. So this is how you can do comparisons. Okay, so we got a lot more data in here now. And some of the things you want to look at as you're coming down here, you look at the closing percentages, right? And look at the employee closing percentages. Bobby White, 25%, fabulous. Overall closing percent, 92, fabulous, right? There's two for Bobby here, it's the same guy. And sometimes it's because we type in, so there's sometimes there's duplication over here in names. It's nothing to be alarmed about. If you want it, you can just download the report and we can clean it up, right? Let me see. Here's Justin, and we got Lindsay. You got Mike, Ray, Troy. So 11% overall closing percentage for employees, 57%, right? So that's how it comes up. It's rounded up to 68%, right? And then here's the commitment piece. So this is how you use this tool, right? For doing comparisons. And the beauty of it is that when you understand and you look at the data and you get in touch with the data and you look at it over time, it will show you exactly why your KPIs are the way that they are, right? And as I share with you, the brand new client where the employee close rate was 1%. Here's a seasoned company where the employee rate is 11%. And this has come down a little bit over the last month. So watch what's happening. Right now they're having meetings, right? And I'm going to show you one other thing. If we go back to August, I'm going to show you what's possible. August 31st. This is how you use this tool over time. All right. These are the August numbers. Right now, this is really remarkable. In August, their overall closing percentage was 70%. The employee rate was 20% for the whole month. They were on fire in August. The employees were pumped up, making commitments everywhere. And guess what? They had the biggest month the company's ever had in the history of its operation in like 23 years. August, the single biggest month ever. And this is the column. This is where the money shows up, right? The customers, we know, I said before, the customers are going to make a commitment to come in 50, 60% of the time. Typical. The growth comes from the employees making commitments to take care of the company, customers rather. That's why I call this program Power Sales Training, Language of Commitment. All about commitment to take care of people. That's what we're measuring here. This whole system measures the effectiveness of your employees with regard to making commitments. Get used to it. Look at it all the time. And then I will work with you. My team will work with you to get that number up here. It should be 15 to 25%, depending on who the employee is, depending on their experience level, etc. But that's what the top guys are doing. Look at this. You know, fabulous. And just so you know, this company has grown in the first year they were with me 22%. Year one. Year two, 20%. We're in year three and they want to grow another 20, not 30, but 20% again. 3 years of 20% growth. That's 22, 20 on top of the 22, and then another 20 now we're growing, boom. So it's going to be, the goal is to get to 60% over a 3-year period without spending more on advertising. Peace. That's it for me today. If you ever have any questions, right, feel free to call 877-212-6001. 877-212-6001. We're here for you. Okay? Thank you.